Hello and welcome to this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and sharing this now moment with myself and with one another. If you haven't seen these videos before, welcome, and welcome back if you have. My intention with all of these videos and all of the things I'm writing and sharing are meant for the collective. Obviously, if I'm doing one-on-one session with somebody, it's meant for that person in an individual basis, but most of these videos are meant to be felt, not understood on a linear level, although there are messages that come through for the collective, and so I'm just going to go into a little bit of flow and see what comes through. So most likely a little toning, a little light language is kind of what I feel is going to come through. So I invite you just to close your eyes, take a deep breath in and a long exhale. And in these moments of silence, it's always a good idea just to breathe. That was a long one. Dostrahastrak indrist istrak estrahak or ondarahat indis istrahak indra. It anahastastrak it istrahok or istisit indrastras istrahak or. And as we sound these frequencies and they bounce off of your frequency in your eardrums, drumming a certain beat, a certain harmonic, a certain tone, that frequency, it creates this frequency within your range. Stirring up chemicals, stirring up a configuration of molecular exchange. A molecular memory bank is being accessed. You guys are more than welcome to tap at the heart space if you want while this is going on. Indrastastrak, indrastak, orahashtrahastistarahashtra. I have to laugh a little bit because there's new frequencies that are coming through for me, and I'm not used to making these sounds just yet, so I'm just going with the flow. It's just funny. I'm hearing, I heard it through the grapevine. Remember that song? The raisins, California raisins. And it's going into, I heard it through the great, capital G, Vine, network, connected to all things. And all things are not limited to one frequency. They are not limited to one tone, sound, language, color. It is a multi-dimensional, multi-frequenting aspect that is opening up through many channels, through many light ways, if you will, through many light workers, if you will. Dorondi stastrohok or stik indrestistrak ara andrastrestint erahastra or darahastan tarastro or stinisti and darahak istindisti and rastra ra. Andrahang astor estindraha ndak indrahak istimtistera tandrastrak undorostre et indra Doron stindra strandin dandara standara standara andendrin destastra Dara ook ora endere strandon dendere stindendere stindendo strandandi standarandando strandon dandare tindaranda standarandin dan. So I'm being reminded just to kind of share that there are galactic beats that sometimes come through. It's like different tonations and different frequencies, and it's like binary code, or sometimes it's just beeps, and sometimes it's just low sounds in the voice. And all of these are kind of plugging into all of these, we'll say, beings that are coming out of the woodwork, is what they're saying, to assist us, to collaborate with us, versions of ourselves as well, of course. That's Ostrendrak, Indrastostro, Ostre et Indrastostra et Indrastostro, Onostostre and Ristindra. Nindrastastra ot Onorsinde, the Indrak, or Indastro et Indrasta Andrastra Andrak or the Andrak Andrastro and the Indrastostro, Ondrostre and the Strahat Andrastastra Andra. Darak indra asit indra stostrot osti indra hat indra stastrat indra stastrak indra stat at arhak indra sta uk or strat indra sta astrik indra asterhet indra. Indrastastra or tuk orstit indrastastra ak indrastas or asti indrastra ak indra. Sorry guys, I hope that wasn't too loud. Or indra et indrastastra ak istandra hat indrastastra het indra. Urrandri stastrandrendrindre many different frequencies to meet and match many different beings. And as you collaborate with the language of lights in many different forms and many different formats, it allows you to open up certain restrictions, certain guidelines, if you will, that perhaps you were following before. They might lead you now into another doorway, perhaps another lit tunnel within your memory banks. I'm seeing like a labyrinth, right, in the brain. And again, I've made references before, but I'm seeing like lights come on in certain tunnels that maybe weren't explored before. And now as you explore these tunnels, it may refresh your memory. It may refresh your energy. It may also refresh certain memories and certain energies that are needing to be integrated, detoxified, if you will, in this intoxication. So that then these can be cleared and then new energies are resubmitted, so to speak. And this is kind of a play on words. You need not have certain expectancy, like not putting a time constraint on it. Also, again, reference to limiting the expectations. So, meaning specifics. So recognizing these come from many different stimuli or it indrastra or istirahat indrastra dorosten darahastra or istrihit istastra arhat andrastra ashti ik indra. We wish to share with you so that you may experience many different frequencies on many planes, so to speak, of existence. And that's play on words. Dorostendra estra indrastra kotostrandi dindrastrandra kondostondorstindra idistira tindra kindret indro otoro kondoro korot otokondo tokorot otostra totoroko totorostra tetendira. Dorondere Durstishtra ak indra hastashtra ak east ashtra hak andra. Durandrastastra ak istandrastra ush et indra. And so as we collaborate with you in this new spectrum of waves that are coming in, that are coming into your presence, that are making their presence known, that are offering you presence. Offering a reprieve from what some are feeling as a mundane existence. Okay, this is a play on words, but I'm also hearing mundane. So oftentimes when there's a play on words, it's like a triple, quadruple meaning. So sometimes they'll share a word with me. However, that word will have nothing to do with the word that actually came out, and sometimes it'll go a little deeper. And I don't know if there's something going on with the moon. I have not looked at the moon cycles recently. And I know that this is not automatically focusing, but I'm hoping that will not slow down the film and make it sound like another voice is coming through, because the energies that I connect with are benevolent for all, and they are mostly my guidance team, which also consists of me in different frequencies, so to speak. So we all have our interdimensional selves of existence, and they are in many different, they bring forth to the table, is what I'm hearing, many different attributes of our multi-faceted selves. So realizing that our guides are oftentimes us from other dimensions. One perspective, so many perspectives, that's just one. We invite you to be open and to not feel so shell-shocked when some of these frequencies come through. For you are allowed, of course, I'm hearing this reference to speaking out loud, allowed to share your feelings. And so not necessarily keeping them in a shell where you feel safe and protected. However, you are also invited to create your boundary as well as your shell of existence as we shell forth, shelling out all of these, I'm hearing frequencies, I'm hearing bandwidths, activations, downloads, all of this is being offered. And so some beings will feel, I'm seeing, feel shell-shocked. And that's okay, but we invite you to also explore other feelings and also integrate, so taking time to integrate these things that are coming through is important, and recognizing that shell shock is part of this sometimes. So allowing yourself that time to just feel one with yourself. So you may need, what they're showing me is there may be people that it's time to just go within, go into the shell, right? Tell people that this is something you're experiencing right now. You just need some time. So if someone is, doesn't have time for themselves, just taking that 20-minute bathtub experience may be enough for you to kind of just go within, allow these frequencies to come in and to adjust is what they're telling me. There will be some adjustments that need to be made for many people. And so these adjustments are meant to be honored and felt and expressed. So not being afraid to tell someone, I'm experiencing some emotional shifts right now. So please don't take this personal. I just need some alone time, and I just need to kind of let this marinate, if you will. On the flip side, expressing, this to yourself can assist you in realizing that that's what's going on. So kind of journaling, writing this down, going into that shell to assist in what's being shelled out is what they're basically saying. They're also sharing that it's a balance. So if you're giving out all of this energy, it's really important to come back into your shell. And I'm seeing in reference to Armadillo. So the power animal that was shown to me this week for everything, and myself included, is Armadillo. So Armadillo can create its own shell of protection, and it can go within, and essentially it's important to be able to do that in setting your boundaries. I don't think this is working. I think this is going to probably slow down somewhere, but we'll see. So Armadillo, power animal, also not putting too big of a barrier of protection around oneself so that we can open our heart and so that we can feel in our relationships and such. So it's that idea of finding that balance of shielding as well as and boundaries, as well as harmonizing with being able to express yourself with love. So I'm just going to end on this note and just kind of express gratitude. Thank you. And so it is. Namaste.